Hello friends, myself Dr. V.N. Deshmukh, Associate Professor at Sudhakar Rao Naik Institute of Pharmacy, Pusat. Today we will learn about saponin glycoside. As the name indicates, saponin means soap-like. In case of these saponin glycosides, the aglycon moiety gives a foaming effect, gives a soap-like effect, so they are called as the saponin glycosides. Most of the plants contain saponin glycosides. They are medicinally and commercially important. A glycon part has a soap-like action, exhibit physical properties like foaming, yielding colloidal solution. So they are called as the saponin glycosides. Generally considering as a hemotoxic because they cause hemolysis of erythrocytes, so some of them are used as an fish poisoning, that is they causes the destruction of the red blood corpuscles RBCs, so they are called as the hemolysis, and they due to this hemolytic activity they are used as an fish poisoning, and this hemolytic activity it is also used for the evaluation of the drugs having a saponin glycosides by determination of the hemolytic activity of the crude drug as per as the WHO guidelines. Tests generally they are the bitter or acrid in taste, causes irritation of the smooth membrane, nature is non-crystalline, solubility soluble in water and alcohol, but they are insoluble in non-polar organic solvents. Chemically, saponin contain a glycon called as the sapogenins. Sapogenins, that is the glycosides, contains the glycon and aglycon part. Of this aglycon part they are called as the sapogenins, which are the high molecular weight substances which by acetylation gives a crystallization forms. If these sapogenins they are harmful, then they are called as the sapotoxins. Depending upon the nature of a glycon, saponins are categorized into two groups: tetracyclic triterpenoid saponins, that is the steroidal saponins, and next one, that is the pentacyclic triterpenoid saponin. The example of the tetracyclic triterpenoid saponin, which are also called as the steroidal saponin, is the Diascorea. In this case, the basic moiety is the steroidal, so they are called as the steroidal saponin. In case of the pentacyclic triterpenoid saponin, both types of the aglycons are linked with the different types of the sugar and uronic acid. The example of the pentacyclic triterpenoid saponin, it is the leucorase. So first of all, we will study about the steroidal saponins. Commercially, steroidal saponins are more important as they are used as a raw material for the synthesis of the various medicinally useful steroids like vitamin D, cardiac glycosides, corticosteroids, betamethasone and cortisone acetate, sex hormones such as progesterone, testosterone, and estradiol, oral contraceptives such as mestranol or norethistyrone, spironolactone, that is the diuretic steroids. So these steroidal saponins they act as a precursor for the biosynthesis of different steroids which are used therapeutically, also for diagnostic purpose these steroids they are used. Steroidal saponins, namely diazoxanine and hicogonine, can be considered as a representative example of this group of the saponins. So diazoxanine, which is obtained from the Diascorea, can be example of the steroidal sapogenins. Due to their pharmaceutical importance, many plants have been screened for the detection of the steroidal saponins as they act as a precursor for the biosynthesis of the different steroids. Drug for the study from the category of the saponin glycosides: First one, that is the Dioscorea. Dioscorea, in this case, the tubers of this Dioscorea, they are used as an drug. Here you can see the tubers of the Dioscorea after cleaning with the soil adhere to them. Then this is the plant of the Dioscorea. It is in the form of the climber. It is a climber, so support is provided for their growth. And in this picture you can see that the Dioscorea, which is just above below the ground level. Synonym is the yam or rheumatism root, as they are used for the treatment of the rheumatism in case of the ancient times. So rheumatism root, biological source, it consists of the dried tubers of the plants Dioscorea deltoidea, Dioscorea composita, and other species of Dioscorea belonging to family Dioscoreaceae. So it is a dried tubers of the plant Dioscorea deltoidea, Dioscorea composita, and other species of Dioscorea belonging to family Dioscoreaceae. Geographical source: Dioscorea deltoidea is found growing in northwestern Himalayas from Kashmir and Punjab to Nepal and China up to an altitude of 1000 to 3000 meter. Cultivated in Jammu and Kashmir and in the part of the Himachal Pradesh. Also found in USA and Mexico. Morphological characteristic: color is light brown, odor odorless, taste is bitter in taste, and due to this bitter taste, though it contains abundant amount of the starch, it cannot be used for the eating purpose. It is non-edible. Size whereas depends upon the age of the rhizomes. Extra features: it is a climber with alternate leaves. Rhizomes are soft, horizontally arranged, and are very close to the soil. Drug is covered with scattered roots. They weigh about 20 to 50 gram. That is, the one tuber, it will weigh near about 20 to 50 gram depending upon their age. Chemical constituents: steroidal sapogenin, that is the diasgenin, amount is 4 to 6%, and its glycosides smilagenin and epismilagenin and beta isomers of the gymogenin are the chemical constituents which are present. So chiefly it contains diasgenin, along with it also contains the smilagenin, epismilagenin, beta isomer of gymogenin. Rhizomes are also found to contain the enzyme saponinase. Starch is present 75%. It is non-edible since they are very bitter in taste. Diasgenin, it is a hydrolytic product of diasgene in Dioscorea tubers. It is firstly present as a diasgene. On hydrolysis, it gets converted to the diasgenin. This is the chemical structure of the diasgenin. Here you can see that the basic moiety, it is a steroidal one. It is a steroidal one. So it is called as the steroidal saponins. Uses: pharmaceutically, the rhizomes are used as a rich source of the diasgenin. It is a rich source of the diasgenin. It is used for the extraction of the diasgenin, which acts as a precursor for the biosynthesis of different corticosteroids. Precursor for the synthesis of several corticosteroids, sex hormones, and oral contraceptives. It is used in treatment of rheumatic arthritis. So the synonym is the yam root or the rheumatism root. So it is used in treatment of rheumatic arthritis. So it is used for the isolation of diasgenin, which can be used as a precursor for the synthesis of corticosteroids. Allied species of Dioscorea: Dioscorea floribunda, which is cultivated in Central America and India. It is cultivated in Karnataka state. It contains 3 to 5% of the diasgenin. Dioscorea villosa Lini, mainly found in Virginia and Carolina in USA, is also very rich in diasgenin. Dioscorea vemsa is twinning perennial with beautiful yellow flowers and triangular capsules. Sequences prane and the burkili, that is the synonym Dioscorea deltoidea wall, var sequences prane occurs in eastern Himalaya, Nepal, Sikkim, Bhutan, Assam, Bihar, and Bengal up to an altitude of 1600 to 2000 meter. It contains 2 to 2.8% of the diastenin. Then next is Costus speciosus is an alternative potential source of diastenin. It contains about 1.5% of the diastenin and can be used as a substitute for the genuine drug. So this is all about the Dioscorea, the synonym of which is yam or rheumatism root. It is the dried tubers which are obtained from Dioscorea deltoidea, Dioscorea composita belonging to family Dioscoreaceae. Next drug, it is leucoris. Leucoris, the roots and the stolons of these plants, they are used as an drug. In this picture you can see the roots and the stolons of leucoris. In another picture, the plant of the leucoris. It is also one of the climber type of the plant, or it is a creeper type of the plant which grows on the ground or on the support which is provided. Synonym Glycyrrhiza, leucoris root, Glycyrrhizae radix, or it is also called as the mulethi. In Marathi it is called as the gestaman. Biological source, leucoris consists of the dried peel or unpeeled roots and the stolons of the Glycyrrhiza glabra belonging to family Leguminosae. So it is the dried peeled or unpeeled. Peeled or unpeeled, if the upper bark of these roots or the stolons they are removed, it is called as the peeled one, and if it is not removed, it is called as the unpeeled. It is root and stolons. Stolons means underground stem. Generally the stem grows above the ground, but if the stem grows below the ground, then it is called as the stolon. So leucoris consists of the dried peeled or unpeeled root and stolons of Glycyrrhiza glabra belonging to family Leguminosae. Also from the other species of Glycyrrhiza, the leucoris is obtained. Geographical source, the drug commercially cultivated in Spain, Sicily and England. Glycyrrhiza glabra were glandifera. It is a Russian leucoris grown in Russia, and Glycyrrhiza glabra were violacea comes from the Iran. So Glycyrrhiza glabra var typica, that is the Spanish leucoris. This is a purplish blue colored papilionaceous flower. It gives out large number of the stolons. Glycyrrhiza glabra var glandifera, Russian leucoris. It has a big rootstock along with number of elongated roots but does not bear stolons. Glycyrrhiza glabra var violacea, that is the Persian leucoris. This plant shows a violet flower. So these are the other varieties of the Glycyrrhiza glabra. Morphological characteristic, that is, as already discussed, the leucoris, it is present in two forms, peeled and unpeeled. So the morphological characteristic of unpeeled leucoris, yellowish brown or dark brown externally or yellowish internally, and the peeled leucoris, the color is pale yellow in color. That is, in case of the after removing of the bark, it looks pale yellow in color. Odor is faint and characteristic. Taste is sweet. Shape cylindrical pieces in case of the unpeeled leucoris, and in case of the peeled leucoris it is an angular one. Size varying from 20 to 50 centimeter and 2 centimeter in diameter. Fracture, it is a fibrous in the bark region and splintery in the wood region. Extra features: unpeeled pieces shows the presence of small buds encircling scaly leaves, and longitudinally the drug is wrinkled. The peeled drug is fibrous without the wrinkles. When the upper bark is removed, certain fibers of the bark will remain stick to the wood. So it is a fibrous without the wrinkles. In this picture you can see the stolon and the root of the leucoris. The length is 20 to 50 centimeter, width is 2 centimeter. On the surface, longitudinal wrinkles are present. Bud scars can be seen in case of the stolons. Shape is cylindrical. Chemical constituents: it contains triterpenoid saponin known as glycyrrhizin, that is the glycyrrhizic acid, which is a potassium and calcium salt of glycyrrhizinic acid. Glycyrrhizinic acid on hydrolysis gives glycyrrhizinic acid, that is glyceritic acid. So the main constituents, we can say that it is a glycyrrhizinic acid, and the amount of the glycyrrhizin in case of the Glycyrrhiza glabra it is 6 to 14%. In Spanish licorice it is 5 to 10%. In Russian variety it is a 10%, and in Persian licorice it is 7.5 to 13%. Other constituents, they are the glucose up to 4%, sucrose 2.5 to 6.5%, bitter principles, that is the glyceramine resin along with the asparagine 2 to 4%, and fat. So it contains triterpenoid saponin known as the glycyrrhizin, that is the glycyrrhizic acid, which is a potassium and calcium salt of the glycyrrhizinic acid, and this glycyrrhizinic acid on hydrolysis gives glycyrrhizinic acid, which is used for the therapeutic purpose. Also contain the flavonoid liquidine and the isoliquidine, which causes antigastric effect and are useful in peptic ulcer treatment. The Indian licorice roots have shown the presence of two methyl isoflavonones and a coumarin, namely leucocoumarin. Uses: it is used as an expectorant and demulcent in cough mixtures, as a flavoring agent in formulation. So it is used as an expectorant for the expelling the sputum from the respiratory tract, as an demulcent, as an soothing effect. So it is used in the cough mixture, and also as an flavoring agent in case of the different formulations. In treatment of peptic ulcer, as an antispasmodic. It is also popular for the treatment of peptic ulcer and for the treatment of the spasm as an antispasmodic. Glycyrrhizin is an established anti-inflammatory drug. It is also used as a flavoring agent for the chewing tobacco, snuff tobacco, beverages, confectionery, and pharmaceuticals. After the extraction of the active chemical constituents from the licorice, the remaining product, that is the byproduct, that is the licorice powder, it is used as a foam stabilizer in a foam type of the fire extinguisher. Licorice is an ingredient of licorice compound powder, which is claimed to have potentiating action of the senna. So it is marketed as an licorice compound powder along with the other drugs such as the senna, so that it will increase the effect of these other drugs. The preparations of the licorice powder, it is a powder of the peeled drug, simple powder of the drug, it is prepared. So licorice powder, licorice compound powder, it contains senna leaf, licorice, phenyl, sublime sulfur, and sucrose, and it is used as an laxative. Licorice liquid extract is also available in the market, which can be used as an antispasmodic or for the treatment of peptic ulcer, or for the, as an expectorant. This liquid it is used. Glycyrrhiza fluid extract, it contains licorice, ammonia, and alcohol. Licorice lozenges, it contains licorice extract and anise oil along with a base. It is present. so that it can be used for the treatment of cold and cough. Ammoniated glycyrrhizin, it is a ammonium salt of the glycyrrhizin and is used as an sweetening agent, as a natural sweetener. This ammoniated glycyrrhizin, it is used, and simply a stick licorice, it is also used. This stick licorice, it may be a pill or unpilled. Adulterants and the substituents in case of the licorice: Manchurian licorice, it is obtained from the Glycyrrhiza uralensis. Color is pale chocolate brown. Cork is exfoliated. Medullary rays, they are the wavy. It is free from the sugar but contains glycyrrhizin. So, by means of the morphological and microscopical characteristic, one can identify this Glycyrrhiza uralensis. Another one, that is Russian licorice, may be peeled and obtained from the Glycyrrhiza glabra variety glandulifera. Color is purplish with numerous long roots but no stolons. So both these adulterants can be identified by means of the morphological and microscopical characteristic. So this is all about the glycera. Synonym is the Glycyrrhiza licorice root, Glycyrrhizae radix, mulethi, or in Marathi it is called as the zestaman. It is the dried, peeled and unpeeled roots and the stolons of Glycyrrhiza glabra belonging to family Leguminosae. This is all about the licorice. In next video, we will study regarding the other drugs from the category of the glycosides. Thank you very much.